So, hi there. Got Batman Arkham Origins on boot now, floating up on the Linux box. But loving this Christmas tree, loving the season. Always loved it. Always got annoyed when I was a kid and my mom with her confidence issues and impoverished lifestyle because she constantly was unable to figure it out and yada yada. Neither here nor there. What's here is this is Thanksgiving 2023. Thanksgiving 2022 was the very bottom. Just like May of 2018 was a very bottom. Just like any other event could be. But anyone who's known me long enough, and there are several of you that know me through and through, my family included, I'm not a gaslighter. I'm not crooked. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not a drug addict. I'm glad that Ohio finally legalized weed, because that was something that should have been done a long time ago, like maybe when the hemp stuff back, like the 1920s, when it didn't matter what medicinal could be administered or gained from it. It just was, whoa, wait a minute, that harms our business. And look how we reacted to prohibition and all that, but now we live in this country where the politicians pretend to care whether you're the average Joe, whether you're the average Jane, whether you're an officer, whether you're another politician or whatever. But here's the problem. If they can't get it done in one term, why do you keep sending them back? Adults need to communicate. Life moves forward, and everyone should be acting in good faith. There is a very simple resolution that all of this stupidity on Facebook dies. The key is the people who don't actually really fully know me, whether that is co-workers from the past. I've been out of there for a couple of months. Happy Thanksgiving. Whether it's a estranged spouse, whether it's former friends, current for anybody. There are a handful of people that cannot believe all of this happened, and that it's being treated like some sort of joke or game, because at the very worst, I was ranting and raving and totally was losing it. But the biggest problem I was having during the worst of that was people not believing me. Because when people don't believe you, it causes problems. Joe Nichols sang that song you'd probably give up to if nobody believed in you. Now, I'm not suggesting nobody believed in me, and nobody loved me, or anything of that nature. Nothing so serious. I believe my estranged wife, as foolish as this stuff is today, really did work in good faith and attempt, as I did, to make that work. And it did not work. And that is okay. Because as people genuinely heal from real depression and PTSD and we get on with our lives, we get on with our lives. And that's anybody and everybody. Still a cat's acting a fool, trying to unplug the tree. But, see, the point is, this last year, I have had to go through basically just obliterating every remaining emergency fund, retirement account, all that stuff, all the way up to being awarded that pension, September 27th. My estranged wife does not realize that none of this is a game. I don't want to harm her. We did end. She officially moved out. Her legal address is no longer mine. More power to her. I wish them nothing but the best. I wish my former co-workers nothing but the best. I hope that they are all safe and go home at the end of their shifts to happy, healthy, alive, wonderful families. As for me, today, that's the issue. The people who want me to be something that I appeared to be a year ago are still unable to come to grips with the fact that I really did walk through a mess, and everything started after the career and family were known to be completely lost and over. There is zero sense in arguing. We've all been separated for a year. I want to do some sort of service for others. At a bare minimum, I mean, treat me like the adult that I am. Treat me like the responsible, retired police officer who literally has... I mean, the PTSD stuff, I would love to actually try to assist other officers, not Springfield. Yes, you, Springfield, but anywhere. Officers anywhere. I would love to help other officers understand their mental health a little bit better so that when their politician leaders throw them overboard, they too can actually sustain and go forward in life even with the loss of that career. Because when you lose that career and you loved it and you wanted to keep it, and it wasn't the job itself that was a real problem, it was the political atmosphere. And that involves everybody. That's not just in Springfield, that is America. If these guys can't get it done in one term, they gotta go. And it is beyond time we stop debating the two, which is the least evil. Because evil's evil. And they've done enough damage. Being a working man or woman, or even a child, doesn't matter. Being a working human being in America since the 1970s. And the older folks that hear this will be like, that's actually accurate. The younger folks will be like, huh? And I encourage you to look it up. I encourage you to take the internet and utilize it instead of social media. Utilize this tool for what it really is, which is the entirety of humankind's collective knowledge to this point. That is all religions, that is all philosophies, that is all written, understood, like medical, science, mathematics, humanities, etc. This last year, what happened here in private at what I've been calling the Zen Zone, in reality, was a year full of torment, of pain, and of me understanding that I was walking through PTSD and depression because the people who genuinely should have supported me didn't. I'm not sitting here pointing fingers and wagging fingers and all that and placing blame. I'm saying I am very fortunate to be alive tonight. I am at a severe risk of a second back-to-back relapse as I've continued getting better, fully simply expecting to have my pension, at which point I can seek to restore the 200 and some credit score points that are lost. I don't care about the public image of my name because that's never been accurate. the reality is when I read what my wife wrote on this beautiful picture of my deceased wife and my baby daughter that my loss to this friend took the picture of early on, and these beautiful words about mother and all that kind of stuff. Own it. We didn't work and a year has passed. There's no sense in me being connected to the two entities that unwillingly and unknowingly, but also efficiently, helped me to get that down on myself. That's not a blame game. I blame me. Because I followed, I believed, I listened, I acquiesced here or there. I was supposed to retire July 21st, 2033, and the Dose of Vitamin J Show podcast was going to start rather quietly after that, and I'd be sitting on the front porch with a wonderful spouse, the kids grown and doing their own thing, making this world a better place, and us looking back talking about just how precious life, love, and time really are. And I'm okay today. I don't know what the future will bring. I love the past. I enjoyed the time with the estranged spouse far more often than not. I enjoyed my career in the city of Springfield, Ohio far more often than not. And I had bad times with my deceased Morticia, not far more often than not. But as we developed our relationship and we shared a common, nothing is going to stop this public service mentality. And our daughter has that today, and that is a beautiful thing. So all these stupid posts on a stupid social media site contributing to more genuine social community strife, chaos, pain, and other disorder has to stop. None of this is a game. Politics were played with my life. And in the private side, the marriage, it ended a year ago. It's been a year. Legally, it is over. This is the publication. This is the summons. This is the service from retired Officer Davenport, badge number 801, that is upside down. Because I was on the CISM team and CIT for a reason. I didn't just want a week off for that training. I took it very seriously. I loved when the gentleman came in and told us how he went through drug addiction and went to prison and we had a horrible past, stole a bunch of stuff and all sorts of things. But that with the help of Clark County Mental Health, he was able to get back on his feet, find work, and stay a free man. And I was proud to stand first, but a bunch of us stood and applauded him at the end. That is work. What's happened this last year for my daughter and I is work. I was looking for a female role model, mother figure, more than I was looking for a personal companion. That is not an insult, because it's supposed to all work. My daughter deserves a mother. My stepsons deserve a father. It would be really nice if everybody was back at the table and we put the actual past in the garbage bin collectively. because I'm the only one of this